Hello, welcome to Daily MCQ UPSC. Let's move on to today's prelims practice questions. Question number 1. With reference to Pradhan Mantri Madru Vandana Yojana, consider the following statements. It is a pan India maternity benefit program promising 22,000 rupees to new mothers. The cash incentives is solely for the first living child. Which of the given statements are correct? The correct answer to this question is option B, that is 2 only. The Pradhan Mantri Madru Vandana Yojana is a maternity benefit program that is implemented in all the districts of the country in accordance with the provisions of National Food Security Act 2013. It is a pan-India maternity benefit program promising rupees 6,000 to new mothers. Under this scheme, pregnant women and lactating women receive a cash benefit of 5,000 rupees in 3 installments on fulfilling respective conditionality like early registration of pregnancy, completion of first cycle of vaccination for the first living child of the family. The eligible beneficiaries also receive cash incentives under Janani Suraksha Yojana. Thus, on an average, a woman gets 6,000 rupees under this scheme. The cash incentives is solely for the first living child. So, from the given statements, the statement 2 is the correct one. So, answer is option B. Moving on to the next question. With reference to the Office of United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, consider the following statements. It was established by the UN General Assembly in the wake of 1993 World Conference on Human Rights. Its secretariat is located in New York. Which of the given statements are correct? Answer to this question is option A. That is, the first statement is correct and the second is incorrect. The Office of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights is commonly known as UN Human Rights Office. It is a department of Secretariat of the UN. It is formed to promote and protect human rights that are stipulated in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights 1948. It was established by the UN General Assembly in 1993 in the wake of 1993 World Conference on Human Rights. Its secretariat is in Geneva, that is in Switzerland, not in New York. So, answer to this question is option A. Moving on to the third question. With reference to the fundamental rights, consider the following statements. The Tripura High Court has recently ordered that social media posting is a fundamental right. The Supreme Court has declared that access to internet is not a fundamental right. Which of the given statements are not correct? Answer to this question is option B, that is 2. That means among the given statements, 2 is incorrect and the 1 is correct. The Tripura High Court has recently ordered that social media posting is a fundamental right. The Chief Justice, in his order, remarked that the posting on social media was tantamount to fundamental rights applicable to all citizens, including the government employees. So, the statement 1 is the correct statement. But the second is incorrect. That is, Supreme Court has recently declared that access to internet a fundamental right protected under Article 19 of the Indian Constitution. A government cannot deprive the citizen of fundamental rights except under certain conditions explicitly mentioned in the Constitution. The ruling came on hearing a plea in connection with the internet blockade in Jammu and Kashmir. Moving on to the fourth question. Which of the following languages enjoy the classical language status in India? Tamil, Sanskrit, Malayalam, Hindi. Select the correct answer from the options. Answer to this question is option D. That is 1, 2, 3 of the given options are correct. Currently, six languages enjoy the classical language status in India. That are Tamil, Sanskrit, Kannada, Telugu, Malayalam and Odia. The guidelines for declaring as classical languages include high antiquity of its early texts over a period of 1500 to 2000 years, and also a literary tradition be the literary tradition be original, not borrowed from another speech community. So here Tamil, Sanskrit and Malayalam is enjoying the classical language status in India. So answer to this question is option D. Question number 5. Which of the following port is situated at the confluence of Mahanadi River and the Bay of Bengal? Paradip Port, Cochin Port, Chennai Port and Kandla Port. The correct answer to this question is option A, that is Paradip Port. The Paradip Port is a natural deep water port in the east coast of India, that is situated in Odisha. It is situated at a confluence of the Mahanadi River and the Bay of Bengal. The port is administered by the Paradip Port Trust, an autonomous corporation under the Major Port Trust Act 1963, functioning under the Ministry of Shipping. So here correct answer is option A. With this, today's session is over. If you like our video, please subscribe our channel. Also like, comment and share our videos. Click on the bell icon to get further updates. Thank you.